Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Happy Friday. It is day 5 of SAS. I did do a little shopping Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I have not done anything since then. It was kind of a different go around this time. One, because I was traveling. So I did hit one of my local stores on my way out of town. And then I was driving to my parents, went to my favorite Bath and Body Works, and then hit 3 different ones that I had never been to before. And I'm excited for some of the things that I found. It's kind of been a weird SAS. One thing that I've noticed is that a lot of the stores don't have full collections, or they have very few. Like the bringbacks, they have 10 cents and it's just on this little tiny display. The holiday stuff has a major display, but it doesn't have everything. Like I didn't see Winterberry Wonder in the Mist in most of the stores, I want to say. Chocolate Amber wasn't available in a lot of the stores in the Mist. They had other forms. So it's just been kind of weird. The stock has been really, like, it feels kind of like you need to have a treasure hunt because of the way that this all of the stock is. It's a little weird. I adjusted my camera down. So anyway, I was traveling. I got to my parents, and then I spent yesterday cleaning because this room was full of spider webs and dead bugs, like from the spiders. Because my parents don't really use their sunroom that much, so it needed a big clean. So that's what I did yesterday, and now I'm sitting down, and I'm still finding spider webs. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. Before I begin, though, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know how you are doing. Let me know what you picked up from SAS. Are there any things that you were hoping to find that you found that you didn't find? Let me know down below. We're gonna start with pre-SAS. I shouldn't have gotten these, but I was a little worried they would not make it to SAS. So I picked up 2 of the Blue Raspberry Burst body wash during their $5.95 sale. So I picked up 2 of those. I actually ordered 3, and then I regretted my decision and was like, I don't think I want that much because the muskiness is a little much. So I did exchange one of them right there when I picked up my BOPUS order for Firecracker Pop. The notes on this one are red cherry, fresh citrus, and juicy berry. And on Blue Raspberry Burst, it is blue raspberry, juicy candy, and sweet musk. I haven't worn blue raspberry enough to know if I like it or not, but I do like Firecracker Pop. And it's one that I usually use every year. I'm going to skip over it this year, though, because I have some things that need to be used instead. I picked up lotion in bubblegum pop. This was one of my mom's rewards. She had one expiring, and I said, well, let's get this one while we can. And then the BOPUS order was actually for these when these were on sale. So I did get the 3 little lip oils. They're very hard to hold. So we have Firecracker Pop, we have Root Beer Float, and we have Cotton Candy Swirl. The only one I've tried is the Firecracker Pop. It's okay. I wish their lip oils were a little thicker like some of the other ones. And this does kind of smell like bubblegum, just a little bit. The cotton candy does have a different scent to it. It smells almost like strawberry shortcake vitamins from back in the day, if that makes any sense. And then Root Beer Float. Definitely smells like root beer. So I did pick up those before SAS. So literally as I was driving out of town, I stopped at one of our 3 Bath and Body Works. I knew I didn't have time to go to all of them, and I chose the one that had the duck the last time I had been in there, and I was hoping it might be 50% off. I was hoping they might still have it. No such luck. That's okay. I don't need the duck. I was a little bummed, but I did find this, and I was so excited that they had this guy there. This is the, for a second I was like, oh my gosh, does it not have the handle? It's inside. This is the Sweethearts bag. It was normally $24.95. It was 50% off. I wish it had been more off, but I had wanted it when it came out. I thought it was cute, and I saw my chance and I jumped on it. I did not buy as much as I normally would because, as you will find out in my beauty haul that will be up next week, I'm technically unemployed until the middle of August. So right now I charge these, and I don't usually charge things, but there was a couple things that I wanted here and there. Feliz Navidad. This is the Champurrado scent. Oh, spice Mexican chocolate masa caramel pilnocio and steamed milk. This was 75% off, so it was like $6. I actually have a receipt. Why am I not just telling you the prices? So that bag was $12.47. This one was $6.24. And then I did pick up one more bubble gum pop in the lotion because I usually go through 2 lotions per body wash, so that makes one set. Oh, I forgot to tell you, gumball sugar, candied fruits, and citrus burst. Very excited to have that in lotion finally. And then I picked up 2 lippies at the register. Oh boy. This was an experience. It was very crowded. It's not usually a crowded store. Oh, let me tell you, I got the Belle lip gloss, and then I got the Pina Colada lip mask. There was a lot of people, so it was a little difficult to wind through and find things. And I kind of looked around. They had stuff that was not on tables like they normally are. They had them up against the wall in random spots, so it felt like more chaotic than normal. And then when I checked out, my receipt was eaten, and it just like tore it in half, and the gal crumbled it up, and then she couldn't figure out how to reprint it. And so I have a different receipt that says not an original receipt, but they said that I can return things with it. So hopefully, it was like, I have never seen a receipt just like tear, like it just started to tear in the middle. And so I would have just been like, give me the torn one, that's fine. So that took several minutes, and here I am trying to get out of town. But just before that, I was waiting in line, and this little old lady came up to me, and she's like, oh, how tall are you? And I'm almost 5'10". So I'm like, and then she's rubbing my arm. She takes my arm and she's just rubbing it, which was weird. But what do you, like, I didn't know how to act. But yeah, so I had this little old lady rubbing my arm, and then she's like, oh, well, close your eyes, and when you open them, I'll be 5'10" and you'll be 5'2". And I was like, what? And I just kind of smiled at her, and then luckily she left me alone, but I was really flustered, and she was waiting for me to put in my number, and I didn't hit enter, and I was distracted by the stuff that was 75% off, which was what I had wanted to look at before this old lady came up and started rubbing my arm. So yeah, it was a weird experience. Why do I feel like there's always some weird people by the registers at SAS when I'm around. So that was it for my first store. I spent a total of $27.68 plus tax, and I saved $57.07. Not too bad, 75% off. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This, see, I'm still flustered by that old lady. $224 for the lip gloss and $274 for the lip mask. So continued the trip, stopped for dinner, and went right by, and gas, and drove right by a Bath and Body Works that I had had really good luck with before. But traveling with my parents, I was like, don't want to push it too much, so didn't stop. But when I was there before, they had a lot of MOS stuff that was just down on the floor that they let me buy. So like Beach Nights shower gel, I got that. I got a pistachio ice cream candle the last time I was there. Little sad that I missed that one, but I did put in a BOPUS order Monday night because I didn't realize the soaps were only a one-day thing. So I knew I was going to stop at my favorite store the next day. So I put in some soaps. I wish I had made it there on the first day and they tied it with a little bow I thought was so cute. And these were technically mom's purchases. So I picked up coconut lime verbena. I'm hoping that this one is good. I know people were less than happy with the one last year. This is zesty lime, lemon verbena, and coconut water. It just dripped on my leg. I think it smells good. I wish it was a little stronger, I feel, but I think it's pretty good. Anyway, I bought a whole bunch last year that I still have. I just wanted to get one kind of for comparison. Then I picked up a watermelon lemonade because this is one of my favorites. It is watermelon ice, sparkling water, and Meyer lemon. And then we got jasmine. This is sparkling jasmine flower, jeweled currants, and soft woods, because they still had these, and I thought, well, for $2.99 I will get a couple of the Disneys, what they had. So the other one they had was Belle, which is rose petals, sparkling buttercups, and whipped vanilla. I didn't look if they had the other princesses when we stopped, but they were only 50% off, so they were $1 more, and I wasn't interested in paying $1 more. Yeah. And then the last soap I picked up was coconut, which is creamy coconut and musk in the gel. Then, because they had them listed, I picked up 2 of the lip glosses, Jasmine and Cinderella. So that was nice. And then I picked up 1 berry hibiscus cooler in the wallflowers, which is palm leaves, sparkling melon, and berry hibiscus. Sounded nice and something a little bit different. I don't need any more wallflowers, but the new scents always are kind of interesting. This was like $23 in total, I think, with taxes and everything. So day 2 of our travels, we made it to my favorite store, which is an old school store. I wonder if they're going to be remodeling it though, because they're remodeling the shopping strip it's in, and I noticed that the old sign is gone because, I mean, they redid the facade on the outside of the whole building, and it's just like a temporary tarp kind of sign right at the moment. Anyway, went in there, found lots of goodies as I was expecting. So first up, I found the teapot. I have been wanting to get this, and by the time they did the 40% off, this was not available anywhere around me. So this one, how much did this one ring up for? This rang up for $9.97, and this was my mom's double points order or purchase. And I think she got double points on her BOPUS order as well, which was kind of nice. And then this one was $17.47. Once again, the bunny house, there was hardly any of them around me. And by the time they did the sale, I did not, well, first sale where you could go in store and get the 40% off, I was so sick. I was sick for a couple weeks, and I didn't get out to get that, so I was really happy to get that. Oh, and this one has a little smudge on it. That's okay. And then they had just one of these left. This one was also $9.97, and it was cute. It was not something I was willing to pay $20 for, but to find it 50% off was pretty nice. My mom got caught at the 3 for $7 little table set, and she was like, oh, I want the hand cream. And I was like, don't get the hand cream. I have so much hand cream. And then she was like, oh, but doesn't our friend like this? So we did get a firecracker pop in the lotion, the body cream, and the little mini spray. I think we're going to give these to a friend. And I was like, oh, we really don't need them. But then I saw they had Ariel, which was the princess. If you don't know, I did a BOPUS. They were supposed to give me Ariel. And instead I ended up with Jasmine, which was disappointing, and I just never got back because, again, I got sick right around that time. So I did finally find Ariel. I also found my Moana for 3 for $7, and then because I needed 2 more, I got a second Ariel because why not, and a Forever Sweet because this was the only thing in Forever Sweet that I saw in terms of body care. And when I went up to, so sorry, those are $2.33 each. When I went up to the register and I was talking about the Forever Sweet from the Sweethearts Club, they told me that they had MOS, their orders were to MOS all of the body care for the Sweetheart collaboration, the Forever Sweet. And I was like, well, that's really a bummer because it was here such a short time. I wanted to get more. I would have gotten more with my rewards, but it disappeared because they brought in the Disney and they took it off the shelves. So yes, if you find Forever Sweet, I've heard that it's been marked MOS and they weren't supposed to sell it. But I also heard that about the Emily in Paris collaboration, and I did see some candles here and there. I'm really bummed that those did not start at 75% off. I would have bought more, but $10.99, that's what they were the last sale. Like, that wasn't the last SAS. You got to start them out cheaper the next SAS. Speaking of Forever Sweet, I did find 2 soaps. They had just 2 of these on their table left, and I didn't get these before, so I did get these. I didn't look at their soap table, but these were literally standing on top of other soaps, so they stood out. This is candied grape, sweet berry, and powdered sugar. I'm so excited. I did not get this in the soap at all this year, so very happy to have a couple of the soaps. Speaking of soaps, they did have a few on the 75% off table. They did not have any candles, which I was surprised because in the past, that's where I found a lot of my candles for 75% off. They've been really good about that. But they had 6 soaps left on their 75% off table. They had like a gingerbread bakery and then a salted caramel pretzel, 1 of one and 2 of the other, I don't remember. And then they had 3 strawberry sodas. So I did pick up 3 strawberry sodas for 75% off. These rang up $1.99. I'm very happy about that. Fresh strawberries, bubbly seltzer, and crushed ice, because this is a scent that I do enjoy, and I did not get any of these when they were on last SAS because I didn't feel like paying $3 for them. Part of that is because I already have some strawberry soda. Then looking at the $3.99 table, I did pick up 2 more bubblegum pop in the lotion. So I have 2 full sets for the future. I bought several of the shower gels and the mists when they came out a couple years ago. So I did not get any more of those this go around. And then I also ended up getting 2 blue raspberry burst in the lotion. I'm trying not to buy creams anymore. I have so many creams and it's kind of a fight against time at this point. Like, I had to change what I was planning to do for had in mind for my project, because I found I had some lotions that were starting to go slushy, and I was like, oh, gotta use those creams first. So 2 blue raspberry bursts, once again, blue raspberry, juicy candy, and sweet musk. Then on the $4.99 table, I got Be Enchanted, and this is iced pomegranate, sugared petals, chilled passion fruit, whipped vanilla, and light musk. I really like this one. Oh, it is so beautiful. I kind of want a backup of this one. And I also, I got the shower gel as well. I feel like I need a couple lotions and another body mist. We'll see. It depends on if we go out shopping and my mom takes pity on me, because that's basically where I am with purchasing at this moment. Then we have 3. So I did get the whole collection of lip glosses, Moana, Tiana, and Ariel. They were at the register 75% off. So these were, once again, $2.24, sorry. I also got one of the Forever Sweet lip oils, and this one was $2.49. Now, they had this in the 50% off, but it did not ring up 50% off. It rang up full price, fresh watermelon in the pocket bag. I kind of debating if I should return it or not. Let me know. I know it's only $2 and it's $1 difference, but still, like, I have so many pocket bags I don't really need anymore. I just wanted this one because of the scent. So I think I might take it back. Of course, this was in a different state, so that adds to it. So in total, the discount was $196.35. Before tax, it was $102.40 for everything that I just showed from the second store. We'll get to this big bag here in a second. So that store told me that there was another store about an hour away that we would be passing on our trip. So they said, you should stop there. They get a lot more than we do in terms of accessories and stuff. And they thought there might be some Disney stuff. Oh, by the way, they had at that store, the second store I went to, the Cinderella wallflower still. And they also had the Tiana coin purse. I was kind of surprised to find those, but that's what I found. So stopped at a third store, just ran in by myself because it was in the mall, and they had this one, and I had been hoping. It's kind of scratched up. I don't know if I can fix that. It was the least scratched up of the two, but I had really wanted this one when it came out, and once again, it kind of just disappeared, and money has been tight this year. So this one was 50% off. It ended up being $12.47. I know some people were getting these 75% off, and I'm very jealous that people put them on the wrong spots. And then I did decide to pick up vanilla or velvet sugar. The notes on this one are red velvet creme, golden plum, sugared musk, pink jasmine, and wild strawberries. I liked this one. It's pretty light. It has a sweetness to it. It smells honestly a little generic in terms of body sprays. It's nothing super special. But I thought, well, I don't know how these are going because every store I've been to, it's been kind of hit and miss what they've had. And so I did end up picking that up. I also picked up one pocket bag. Let's hope this one actually rang up. Yes, this one did. Raspberry tangerine for 97 cents. Picked up that one. And then the final thing, because this was the first store 3, that had chocolate amber in the mist. The other two did not have it in the mist. And I don't know if the other store, the fourth store I went to, if they had it or not either. This is nice. I don't know if is it something I want to wear all the time? No. Do I like it better than Midnight Amber Glow, which people have been comparing it to? Yes, definitely yes on that. I like it. I get the cocoa-ness of it, the chocolate of it. So, yeah, I like it. I don't feel like I need more. Definitely Be Enchanted was my favorite of all of the bringbacks that they did. That was my favorite of them all. So those 4 items was $23.42 before tax, and I saved $37.38 in total on those. Fourth store. I was like, I think they might have a store in this town, and we stopped. We went to Starbucks. We went to Sonic, gassed up, and the Bath and Body Works is in the mall behind Starbucks, which worked out perfectly for me. So here we go. I got my small bag this time. I was kind of hoping I would get one of each of them. So in this store, I did pick up, this was an impulse, and I kind of regret this one. This is the Honeycomb Perfumed Mist, and it's Shea and Golden Honey. I like this one. I don't know how much I'm going to wear this one, though, to be honest. Like, it's pretty. It has a little sweetness to it, but I feel like I didn't need it before, and I just kind of bought it because it was there, and I felt like I wanted to get something at that store. Then, what else I found? I found the Easter pocket bag. I thought this guy was cute, so this ended up being $3.47. And then they had the Jasmine pocket bag, and this was $4.97. I decided I was going to get a backup because it is pretty. I do like the Jasmine. I know people didn't like her as much, but I thought it was very pretty. So there we go, the Jasmine pocket bag. This store, let me tell you, if I had wanted the wallflowers, I could have gotten all but Belle. They had one Moana, they had a couple Tianas, they had Ariel, they had Cinderella. Who am I missing? They had Jasmine. They had all 5 of those. They had the pocket back holder and Jasmine. I was very surprised by that. They also had the soap holder from Valentine's Day with the little dog and the sweater holding the heart. They had some of those still. There was quite a few things. It was a 90s Heartland era, which was kind of fun, and it was inside of a mall. That part was fine. And then the final thing I got was another, I kind of was like, I feel like I want a backup of the Forever Sweets lip oil. So once again, this one was $2.49. This is the one I opened and used. I love the scent of it. Once again, I wish the lip oils were just a little thicker, more like the Dior or the Fenty. I was like, the one I just finished, what is it? So, did that. Then they were talking, a lady wanted a lotion in Always Forever. They said, we don't have any lotions, but we have body creams. They took apart the whole red bin, and then the girl was like, I guess we don't. I'm really sorry. And then they were talking like the next closest store, which is a couple hours down the road. And we ended up stopping in that town for dinner. Very, just a couple hours from home at that point. And so stopped, and we went to Slotsky's Deli, which I hadn't been to Slotsky's in years, and it was just as good as I remembered it. I was so happy. I was like, this tastes just as good as I remembered it being, because we had them and then they went out of business. a long time ago. So it'd been a long time, and I had them once in Oklahoma, but I hadn't had them in a while. It was such a good sandwich. The bread was so good. Anyway, we drive into the parking lot, and I go, look straight down from here, and there was a Bath and Body Works. So I went in. At this point, I knew, like, I had no more monies, and my mom sent my dad in with her card, which I was very grateful for because of what I found. We're going to show why it's in a giant bag here in a second, but this one I spent $54.71 and I saved $88.74. Just throwing out that total. I picked up and I used my 10 off of 40 coupon at this store because the other ones I had used my mom's rewards account with. So Always and Forever got 2 of these. These were $2.99 a piece with the discount was all set. No, $2.95 when the discount was all said and done. And the reason why I was very excited was because they had the entire set of Forever Sweet, the Sweethearts Club. After hearing that it had been MOS'd, hadn't seen it anywhere, I was like, oh my gosh, it was only 50% off, but I wanted another set. So I got a cream, I got a mist, I got a shower gel, and I got a lotion. So I feel like I'm kind of set for this. Candy grape, sweet berry, powdered sugar. It smells like, grape, that candied grape scent. They also had pocket backs of it, which I hadn't gotten. So I did pick up 4 of the pocket backs. And Forever Sweet too. Everything is just falling on me all over the place at this point. So there we go. These were 82 cents with the discount. The body care, the lotion and the shower gel were $6.74. The cream and the mist were $7.58 or $7.59. And then the last thing that I got, the reason why it's in this giant bag, something I was very surprised to find. They had the Disney Princess tote. They had a couple of these left. And would I pay $40 for this? No. This is not worth $39.95 for me. But I got it for $16.88. Oh, here, it says Bath and Body Works on the side. And like I said, they had a couple of these. They had Tiana coin purses. They also had Cinderella coin purses. If it had been, I was hoping I'd find Ariel or the Belle pocket back or the Moana. Those are the 3 things I didn't get that I had really wanted. Inside, it has all the signatures. It has the little... So, yeah, was excited to find that. And the Sweetheart, the Forever Sweet collection, was really happy about that. Thought about getting another set for a friend, but thought, no, we've already spent too much money. So that's it. I don't know that I'm going to go shopping anymore. It's just kind of, if I hit a store, if we're out and about and there's a store, maybe pick up another couple pieces of Be Enchanted, but that's pretty much it. The last store I went to also had the Bluebirds candle holder 50% off. I was so tempted by that too, but did not, like I said, was trying to be good. Messed up a couple places. Probably could have lived without velvet sugar. Probably could have lived without the honeycomb. But for the most part, got things that I was excited about. Would love to find some 75% off candles or some more soaps. But literally those were the 6 soaps that I found. There was some candles that I found at one of the stores. Maybe that was the one where I found the tray. They had several, but they weren't any scents that I was interested in. So anyway, let me know what you got. Let me know how you think I did. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.